Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
I wonder if Astralis is going to pick something that can actually defend this poor Orianna and Jinx who are going to have to survive when all the dive comes in.
Well, what defensive options are available? It's going to be the Tom Kench.
Makes sense.
I have some stats to back.
We'll never skip those camps to go for it. Xerxes comes in looking for the play. Giannac actually steps up, has Ignite, no flash available.
No.
Xerxes goes for the play. Vizisachi needs to walk forward. They need to fight it together. It's a little bit split. But with that, Vizisachi gets the first blood. Beautiful. You know, being a play-by-play caster is pretty fun. But I am lucky that I have my caller caster Quickshot here by my side. Quickshot, take this one.
Oh, Copy's going to be forced to flash. Jezu and Treat step forward. 200 hit points down to 100. One more, so it does it! Treat picks up the... We're assuming. So is that like good play from SK, misplay from Astralis?
So I think, you know...
Oh, hold that thought. Xerxes gets booted backwards. Certus has flashed forwards. Threaded volley into Auto. Will secure the kill. SK finding it. They just punish Xerxes in the river.
Work behind the shadows. And I think his playstyle is slightly different now. He used to be a bit of an innovator. Now he mostly plays the strong meta picks. But, you know, I remember him as like the control-heavy guy. The guy that slowly sets up his team for success. And I think that's definitely still the case.
Oh, beautiful.
Setting up his team.
Flash, shockwave from Dale.
That was very...
In the river. Broxer, you called it. You said the fight was coming. Kobe, level 5. Jezu, level 6. Certus rides the wall to safety. The onslaught of shadows. Fire those needles, but there's not enough damage. Junghoon now steps forward. Certus is caught out. He's going to force the knockback away. Jezu, red, white guns, tears through Dayor. SK pick up the first. Treats gets 6. The hostile takeover lands onto Chachi, but they can't stick to the targets anymore. It's so far just the one, continuing to throw out the damage. Can Certus knock someone back? No, it looks like Chachi.
In this case, because it's hard to have tempo, to have control for both of those objectives. Astralis used all their control to get the Herald. SK...
slightly more drawn-out laning phase, that's a pretty large signal.
Yeah, and to be fair, we're going in.
Weaver's wall pulled a little short. Dayo starts to step backwards. Xerxes and Yungu come from behind. Trees is going to fire out the hostile takeover, buys just a few seconds as Xerxes is now looking for the bailout, looking for the handshake between the uprights. Copy does not find a target. Now Gilius forced to ghost away for his life.
A little bit awkward if you're SK right now because your only gold lead is on your support.
Yeah.
And there's a limit to how much that actually matters. Now, I really like what Gilius is doing here because he knows, once again, it's just the objective trade. One team gets the Drake. If you're fast, you can move to the big strength. But right now, they're basically even.
I mean, they are. And I just, your word usage hasn't been the strongest. They're actually not the top fraggers or traditionally not the most skilled shooters or aimers, because they're using their brains as a skill. Maybe a parallel could be drawn. Right now, a parallel is being drawn in the river. Certus put the wall down! Certus put the wall down! Jezu retreats locked outside. Can't get in just yet, but GenX is doing work. We just talked about the influence and the impact. Chachi forced a flash for his life. The needle, the snip, snip, snip. The double for GenX. Can he go for another? Doesn't feel, Broxer, when you accidentally hit a stopwatch in-game, and it is highlighted by the observers and cheered for by Berlin.
Oh, yeah, to be fair, they're not even going to know what actually happened. But, Junghoon looking for the play, getting a little bit over-eager perhaps, and he will be slain.
Oh, I love it! I love it. Broxer flexing his play-by-play muscles. Do not ask me to analyze the game. Do
He's
not.
the second item on Gwen. And Astralis is going to have a pretty hard time dealing with him.
Well, Gilius gets jumped on. The Weaver's wall will separate Astralis. Chachi goes good night. Hostile takeover catches onto Dayor, waiting for the shockwave. No flash available. The zap goes a little wide. So SK, they combine the abilities. The Weaver's wall preventing Astralis from jumping into the fight. We're on an Infernal Rift, fighting for an Infernal Drake. And GenX is stepping in from behind. The onslaught of shadows! Fear's up too, but a gobble from Junghoon will keep Dayo alive for now. He still hasn't fired the shockwave, finally does. Not enough damage, he's down. SK, dumpster, Astralis, but Kobe, he manages to pick up a couple before taken down and aced by SK. Oh, are they sticking this? Are they sticking this? The ball is inside the pit.
That was a little bit of an oopsie from SK, actually. Imagine using your TP. Sachi didn't even follow, and now Astralis all of a sudden has TP advantage. That TP advantage can come in really handy and help them get Baron control.
Running! Devastating charge backwards. Catfish for dinner. That is a hell of...
Team full Baron control. All they had to do was not die for those 10 seconds, but Gilius obviously ran right at them. They couldn't get out. JNX is now getting caught here in the 1v2. No one is going to be able to follow him in time, but he can almost do it.
Who's catching who? That hallowed mist did so much work.
The horse is back.
Gilius, give it a lick. No unstoppable on
Kobe is basing. They have no idea this is happening. Kobe isn't based.
No shockwave, no heartbreaker. Cannon barrage is available. The tongue lash comes out, 2,500. Teleport coming forward, flash forward. What? Cersei steals the Baron. Broxer
Waiting for the moment, and he got to go for it.
Okay. When I'm assuming we'll get a replay. I hope that we do. After we see Chachi now being caught out, gets jumped up. Oh, who's catching who? Who's catching who? Shockwave. Not gonna find its target. Jezu this time caught out. Flame Chomper's down. Moonlight Vigil. Gale Force forward. And the burning Kobe will just about survive.
Talia tried to snipe him over the wall. They could have done so many things, but Xerxes was just chilling.
Just chilling. Manages to get
all in all, I like this from Astralis. Grouping up, they're trying to get that mid turret, but they do need to be mindful about it, because while Kobe does have flash available, he kind of sacrificed his own flash to save his AD carry.
They are no shockwave. Gilius with the devastating charge, but look at that damage. Kobe remains untouched. A couple of autos, and the fact that Chachi is pushing in a side lane.
They know that if they don't do anything here, they're gonna lose. They're gonna just lose Drake for free. They try to bring some of SK's members up, but
hit something. Can they hit this time around? Puts it inside the pit. Baron's down to 3,000. SK late.
He's not gonna make it.
Onslaught shouts. No, it's way too late to the party. GenX is looking for the flank, and that's already a dead pony. Gilius is dropped in the pit. Certus goes golden with the hourglass, and GenX is wreaking havoc. Snip. Goodbye, Kobe. GenX goes golden. Certus goes mad in a 4 versus 5. No, screw that. GenX in a 1 versus 4 is going to take the fight.
Let's see, because they do push relatively quickly.
How bold. 3 members of SK pushing into an undefended base. GenX, snip, chucking out those needles. Tower is down. 10 seconds for Yonghun. 20 for Kobe. I think they're going to push for this. They're going to look for a Nexus turret. SK, can they close up before anybody even spawns? My word. GenX puts SK in the backpack. The second Nexus turret will fall. The Nexus is being focused, and SK Gaming take down Astralis.
Wow. JNX is just so good at this game. I'm feeling they're gonna get the engagement they did, got the Leona, and overall, seeing a Mumu, it's a beautiful sight. We've already seen him being played a little bit.
Zoro's not done yet, but he will step across the ward, and Odo's got himself the ultimate. He doesn't have the ghost available. As the Vanish Toss will connect. Neon running low, Flash and Cleanse still available to him. That will be crucial in the later stages. Firing out shot after shot. The Saturn's Blade! Trimby is down first blood, but at what cost?
Misfits has a lot of bright spots there as well.
I mean, they really do. I've got some numbers for you, which we'll look at if Neon survives this. Flash and Cleanse are available to him. Trimby, Bandage Toss. Oh, he predicts it! The Cleanse comes out! Oh, Trimby. Even when I see it, right? But obviously having the tool, seeing how Zanzara's moved around the map, I do feel like the opportunities are there.
It's just too great of an opportunity.
Well, right now, Zanzara potentially looking for Larson. Yeah, Sleepy Trouble Bubble. They'll cut off at least one option. Keeper's Verdict is used, knocked up into the air. Larson survives for the time being. The Solar Flare! Mercer sets it up. I mean, that was just beautiful. Despite Zanzara was jumped on there, Steadfast Presence will at least prevent any further follow-up. Shelly gets the boot. 5 wins. It has been a crazy summer, and right now, they have a very sizable ultimate expended from Malrang to golf claps here in Berlin. Zanzara loses his flash, and
Zanzara standing in the bush, Malrang sneaking in, looking for the play, does a vision on the dragon, could potentially steal it. Malrang gets the dragon, channeling Q. Odo Amne gets out, Malrang ults the Leona for some reason. Irrelevant goes in, Vizio walks up, looks for the play on the Zoe, pops the flash. Can he land the bubble? Trimby goes in, Zanzara, beautiful play, pushing him back. And there's Trevor. Misfits are doing it. They did lose the dragon, but it looks like they put half of the enemy team in the gray screen simulator. Enjoy your gray screens, friends. Misfits start pushing mid, looks for the turret. Zanzara gets sniped. How unfortunate, but they still get the turret.
Broxon, that was awesome!
Worth noting that while they have the Leona, engaging on the rogue side isn't going to be the easiest task in the world. So just, you know, taking control of the area, pulling in the opponents. Beautiful stuff.
I mean, I really like, it's crazy to think about that, isn't it? With a Moo and with Vi, it's difficult to engage. But look at this, underneath the tower, Irrelevance already used the Gnar, the tower's dropped down, the hop, the skip, the jump. And Irrelevance is going to hold on to that flash, I hope. Please don't waste it. He uses it, flashes, Malrang forced to run for his life. No, what? There's going to look for that snip. The snip, is hop available? No, it is not. Now, is it enough to secure the Baron? If they can close that out, might be worthwhile. Sleepy.
Although Amne on the side, we see Trimby. Now he has been spotted by the blue up, very well placed by Misfits. Although Amne jumps into the pit. And Trevor, it's time to shine.
It is time indeed. Onivia forced to jump out of that pit. Keep your eyes on Trimby. Flash, bandage toss, curse of the Sand Mummy available. Going over the wall with the denting blows into the pit. It is Neon that secures the dragon. The assault and battery flies forward, and Malrang's already able to delete Zanzora. Mercers to follow, immediately killing off onto Trimby. Now Odo gets tagged up. He's slapped inside the bushes. A knock back onto Neon. That was a seismic shove to end all seismic shoves. The shield will come up, and the zap! The laser from downtown. Irrelevant is hella relevant as he's keeping Rogue busy. Vitio goes forward, but it may be too much, it may be too far, it may be too deep. Now all of a sudden, Larson running for his life. Chucks out the rock mines, and Irrelevant continues to
doesn't know it, but the entirety of Misfits is in base right now. In theory, they could go and start up Baron, but let's see. They take down the tier 1. Misfits are having control. Rogue is going to have to walk in. Every other fighter started with Malrang looking for the steal, and I think we're going to see something similar. Actually, great wall. Gonna force Leona to flash out. Now Rogue coming in comp. Unfortunately, wasted the Z.
Ooh, Dragon's going low. Keeper's Verdict is going to knock away one. Dragon secured. Number 3 for Misfits. We're working towards that Ocean Soul. Mercer's holding on to the Soul. I think the Keeper's Verdict sending away member of Rogue, allowing them to continue this push. Now Rogue somewhat split up. Dash forward, needle work out, snip, 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 and that's a dead Mercer. Trimby remains alive for now. The Palestine not going to be enough to kill Malrang, but it will be enough to take down Trimby at the cost of Vitio's own life.
Available. Malrang doesn't have flash, but does have the ult, however, and we see Larson trying to zone him. I don't like Sansara basing here. Him basing is the main reason there's no pressure in this Baron. They can get it for free.
Baron
secured. We see the Mega now, however. Sansara is going to look for the play over the wall.
Ooh, not going to be enough. Mystic shot from Cole.
A little bit of a hiccup from Misfits, probably the biggest one we've seen so far with, you know, Irrelevant just not having any backup. Ian and Sansara.
I hate Zoe sometimes too. Odoamne is going to step forward and just wreck that tower. What Misfits advantage that has been accrued by Rogue?
They're going to have to look for an engage soon enough because Rogue are very, very strong right now. They're slowly...
Ultra Shock Laser, trying to kill these minions. I mean, Rogue are just letting the cannon minions do so much of the work.
It's churned out a little bit, so maybe there's some hope after all.
Now remember, when you have fish inside a barrel, it's easy to shoot them. That's a pretty big barrel. Cleanse has been used, Dragon secured. That's the third for Rogue. Keeper's Verdict, boots one away. Trimby gets pulled backwards, but Sansara's already down. There's so much damage coming out from Odoamne. He escapes with his life and Trimby stays alive. Mercer's taken down as well. Irrelevance, Mega Gnar, but he can't find a target. All of a sudden, Neon dashes over the wall. He gets one back. 3-3, Larson's running for his life. Flash has been used, Cleanse has been used. Malrang has ult, needs to lock somebody down. Flashes away defensively as Odo steps forward to the Hallowed Mist. Scissors prepped to cut. Irrelevant goes hyper for now. That's a second kill of the fight, 2-2. Teleport is needed to escape. The Ultra Shock! What? So incredibly slow. Level 15 on Malrang. Sleepy Trouble Bubble will at least force people through a channel. Baron's down to 3,000. Malrang gets jumped on. Irrelevant's taking so much damage from Odo. Baron's peeled away. The fight's broken out. Odo takes down Sans, and Odo escaped with his life. Malrang will be traded, but for Vitio, Neon remains untouched. He is the danger man. He needs to kill them.
To stop this play. Worth noting that Malrang is dead, so maybe Neon can snipe it over the wall. He goes for it.
Laser, not going to be secured.
Very respectable. Is he going to go for more? I think that's about
Neon was shoving out that top lane, level 18. It's up that 5-item camp, but also again, everybody's reaching full stacks, full itemization, and Rogue will be the first ones to this dragon.
Yeah, this time around it's going to be pretty hard for Misfits to get in there. Rogue has so much pressure. Sansara looks for the play on Odoamne, smacks him into the wall. Pretty hard for the team to follow up. Odoamne can just walk out. They did land the bubble onto Vi. Rogue trying their best to protect.
The knockout from the Verdict for the damage return. The damage return is just too big. Mega Gnar will buy some time. VTO stays alive in the back, and all of a sudden Irrelevant and Neon forced to run for their lives. It is a 2-for-2, and Neon is stepping forward, chasing. Sleepy, Trouble, Bubble. Not going to be enough just yet. Larson and Comp running for their lives. For a moment, I thought Misfits were done. The Meganaut bought just enough time for Misfits to get out.
It was a really impossible zone for Rogue to fight in. Misfits just, you know, beautiful stuff. Meganaut coming in, smack them into the wall.
Malrank's might! Not enough! Not done! Misfits get the Ocean Soul!
The way they've been playing this game has been really impressive. Look at the damage, look at the Zoe. Ezreal is always expected to be really high up because he has a lot of poke, but doing that much damage with Zoe,
yes,
that's very, very impressive.
Over the wall, Malrank jumps onto Neon. Zanzara steps forward, gets the stun onto Malrank. Weaver's wall will bring support from Rogue. Here comes Odo. That's a seismic shove of note. Going golden for Zanzara. Malrank is down. Zanzara stays alive, but Mercer does get taken down. Neon is chasing Odo. Ultra Shock Laser not going to be fired through the wall just yet.
Significantly faster this time, but Malrank could be looking for the steal.
They finished! All of a sudden, Trippy goes forward. Curse of the Sand Mummy, but Mercer's already dropped down. Baron was secured. That is the cost of Trimby. Irrelevance running for his life. Neon flashes or dashes over the wall. Baron, does he decide to chase? He's got himself the Assault and Battery still available. Comp is going forward with that arcane shift. Ultra Shock Laser goes out. Remember, 1-for-1. Teleport now coming back in for Irrelevant. That's him being jumped on as all of a sudden Malrank takes a boomerang to the face. And keep your eyes on Neon. Neon remains untouched. VTO is trying to force Larson away. Malrank steps forward. The ultimate is still up for Malrank. The ultimate is still up. He manages to jump onto Neon. Does Neon get taken down? Forced to flash for his life, staying alive. Thanks to the love shield. Thanks to the heals. Misfits, they're turning it up. They've got Baron. They've got 3 kills. They're looking for 4 VTO flashes. Not going to find it just yet. Irrelevant gets popped in a boulder. A boulder to the face. Roxy, can they finish if they get the ace?
It is gonna be game here if Larson dies, because only Trimby is gonna be up and available. Misfits are from the best, and with that Trimby in the 1v5, I would love to see him doing this, but that Amumu unfortunately doesn't deal too much damage.
What was that game? Misfits from 0-2 last week, taking down the #1 team in the league. Rogue are on a 3-game losing streak, and Misfits are looking at playoffs.
Options available, like you said. They can go with harder engage, like you mentioned earlier. The Zillion would help out in the laning phase and does give you that little bit of a can't kill in the Zillion in the ham.
And it's quite normal.
It's quite normal, quite content, you know. It just become a little bit of a... Oh, Alfari will get the stun against the wall. Finn is very close to dead. One more auto attack will do it! And that is Alfari with the lane dominance on the Gnar.
The level 6 and have as much setup as she does, especially with the Renata being able to provide effective peel, Alfari being that primary engage tool. Excited to see how she does into this matchup.
Haru smells something. He knows he can make something work here as Finn gets caught again. Still no flash. He was 5 seconds away from that summoner. And this is a big contrary to a lot of the things that I was looking into this week, because if you look at XL's kind of early game stats as such, they are pretty damn high when it comes to first blood percentage, first tower, first dragon, first herald. They're basically first across the board. 2 of those metrics they just cannot get, because we're going to have a look at top side. 2v2 happening, but it's actually a 3v2 as Mickey force a flash away. You do not have your ult at the moment. You can kill in a Zillion, and he will be going down. Perks is here and still has plenty in the back pocket to get Vitality. That is 4-0, and the big moment of momentum here as Vitality are just crushing them right now. They'll get the tower. Thank you, Berlin Crowd, for the Herald back, so we should be able to cleanse off the Gravitum stun. The Zillion is coming in from the bot side as Perks maybe fancies the 1v1. Patrick thinking he can maybe take this one. Does get the proc down. Gonna have the Cannon Barrage come in as well, but he waited so patiently. Patrick, really well done there, able to make sure he was able to get the cleanse out. And still,
so this makes a lot more sense to me. The fact that Vitality was investing so much of their resources towards the top side was a little bit of a time waster, but now they've kind of realigned their focus, I guess you can say. And they've been able to get
the flash forward here from Marcoon, trying to catch out Perks, who does not have flash, does not have cleanse, and does not have a life. 0-2 now on the Talia. Crew over, you're gonna come over here.
There you go. So now we can see the gold at the bottom of our screen, right?
Yes.
And this will tell you how much gold they're sitting on, and you can see that Perks is getting very close to having enough money to be able to buy his first time.
Oh, well, Nuke Duck's in a lot of trouble. He's caught between a pillar and a hard place. Flash in by Karzi. One more auto attack, but there's just so much mobility on this Ahri. Now Haru really stuck between himself and the rest of the enemy team. But Marcoon, you flashed earlier, which means You don't have it now. He gets flashed on by Aru, and that's another kill here for Vitality. Shelly was still pushing in that top side. Mickey needs to be careful. He needs to change his trajectory because he is not in a good spot. Flashes over the pillar of ice as Patrick tries to defend the rest of his team. That tier 2 is very, very, very low, but I don't think they're going to be able to get it on this wave.
You can see Nukeduck as well, committing to the bot side of the map, trying to secure himself a tower in exchange, but Vitality are just dominating on the top side of the map right now.
I mean, you know that Nukeduck just TP bots. You know there's not going to be anyone, but you might have gone a little bit too far forward. They really wanted that tower. It cost them.
Which then resulted in this big fight, but a really good wall comes out from Perkz that separates the back line from the front line, basically leaving Marcoon isolated.
Speaking of sneaking in, Marcoon and Nukeduck, 3 seconds till the flash. They're looking for it, and they're going to try and fully commit to him as soon as he goes into meta. The charm is good. Alphari knows he's as good as dead, and that is a shutdown over to Nukeduck.
I respect that Alphari committed to getting the cannon minion before he died.
100%.
You know, man's got his priorities straight. But yeah, that was that he wasn't really in any danger. I think the knock-up that would have been landed by Perkz ended up being spell shielded, which means that he was able to get to safety. But yeah, a very relatively slow but overall controlled game from Vitality. I've been very impressed with how they've been playing the map. I find that often their early games have been so mixed that it's hard for them to get to this state, but you can see that when they actually have control, they're playing the mid game very effectively. But
they are.
Yep.
Look at the Baron, though. They got themselves a trade of a Dragon and a turret, but here comes the Baron trade here as XL are saying,
they're melting it.
They're melting it because you've got Nephelios. There's nothing you can do to respond here. All over the place, shall we say, the decision making. It's been nice from Vitality, but now we can see that they're going to go for a big fight here. TP coming off the backside of this, the Weaver's Wall trying to separate Patrick from the rest of his team. Alphari is mega. He's found one person, but a good flash as Patrick tries to get away. He's got himself the chrono break, so he's going to be able to stay alive. Marcoon now, as we can see, a great ultimate of the hostile takeover. Patrick will not die. Eventually he will fall, but you've traded it back. It's a 1-for-1 as now Vitality look to reset the fight. Nukeduck is still doing very well as Alphari takes down the Monkey King. It was a good play from Vitality to step out because I'm going to be a big boy and I'm going to have a lot of different utility to kind of work with this one here. And I will say, though, the longer this kind of stalling comes out from Vitality, that's no longer available to you on XL. They're going to try and maybe look for a little bit of a pick, but Patrick's already so low, and it looks like XL, they don't really have the resources to take options.
They certainly are. Vitality are just keeping XL at arm's length. They're really just chipping away at them, and
here we go! Massive ultimate into the flick back, the solo layers of Vitality in perfect synergy, and XL, they're routed, they're running home as Nukeduck knows he needs to try and kill this wave, otherwise it's going to be game over.
Perfect ultimate comes in from Alphari. XL wanted to keep the dance going, but Vitality said, nope, this will be our finale, and they played it beautifully. The Wombo combo was clutch, and Vitality will now find themselves with a big win over XL.
Yeah, they're going to be able to push in through this mid lane. They don't even care about the minions. They'll finally be able to get them to kind of join in the parade, but really well done. Very patient play from Vitality, and the most important win that they needed. We will have another fight coming in. As we can see, there's the Berserk from Marcoon as he tries to make this one a little bit of a harder work here. The ace comes out, the Nexus turrets have fallen, and Vitality will tie up XL at 7 wins and 5 losses.
She's not the best in terms of team fights because she's very reliant on being able to land those skill shots, which are pretty unreliable. If she's not able to land, this Broken Blade has to respect it. He doesn't have a jungler.
He doesn't have a jungler, but a flash in because they want to get the stun down. You can see Syncroft's looking for him, and they know there's no flash on a Gwen. First blood to BDS. And we talked about Broken Blade on this Gwen. That's not a good
for Jankos to be able to make this play on towards the Drake. Yes, Syncroft tries to get in range, but the smite was not up outside. And now the Herald has spawned, and look, these resets have come through, and here comes the collapse.
They're going to try and collapse in the Graveyard Sivo as Broken Blade pops down the needlework. He does get a 2-man stun, but can he get out alive? That is the question. The answer is yes, he can. And now we're going to see a 2v2 on the top side. As we can see now, Jankos and Broken Blade trying to run away. Jankos hasn't got anywhere to be, and Syncroft takes down the enemy jungler. Limit with a very good timely roll.
Awkward for G2 to actually approach the lane. They can't gain access to the wave. The ultimate.
Oh, that Moonlight Vigil was fantastic. Ex-Maddie, and then bopped away as Jankos. So they get a full charge. They'll get the full tower as well. This is honestly magnificent coming out from the side of BDS. They're just...
Nuclear end.
You see him? No, lands the bubble there. The Drowsy will come out. They'll get themselves a Q as well. Tongue Lash will not land.
The moment that he arrived, Synchroff made the smart decision to just yeet Jankos out of there, keeping that numbers equal. 3, but that for Zoe to be able to get the push in that wave is a lot harder, but they can still access the Herald by moving in through top. So now they push in this wave. Now they move down towards the Herald into the bot river to set up for the next Drake.
You will even see they're just kind of aggressively pushing forward with the Hextech Rocket Belt, pushing themselves in. They won't get the tower just yet, but it is just one push away. And now with the Hex Flash over the wall, Synchroff might fancy himself. He finds himself a Caps, who does get himself a Demonic Ascension, but the Lulu is dead, as is the Sivir. They don't want the Dragon Vedius, they want the kills, and that seed that you knew needed blood is starting to get pretty damn big into a tree. Jankos, though, you can see the power of this Swain really moving forward now. They can't kill off the Swain. Caps is still alive. One more auto attack will do it, and Mexmani will pick up a double kill now. Broken Blade, can he get anything else?
But look at Aggressivo, he walks away with just barely any HP, does end up dropping, but now we're back live.
They want to go again, Synchroff is unafraid. Actually, never mind, Synchroff is very afraid. Never mind, he won't jump back. Looks like he was Hexfracting back over the wall. The Drowsy does come in, that's going to be onto Jankos, a double knock-up here. And yes, you may have gotten the Dragon G2, but do you get out with your lives? The answer is no. It's still 2 minutes until the Baron, but G2, they're getting slapped about.
Let's have a look at the map state right now. We can see the BDS is coming to the top side once more. They have 5 members. Jankos is looking for the fight.
He's looking for the fight, looking for a 1v1 right now. Does pop it down onto Xmadi, and Xmadi's dead. Yeah, ooh, Limit, he flashed in, and that's going to try and save his AD carry, and it's just not going to work. BDS, you can see it.
Force the rest of G2 to collapse onto the mid lane.
Do have a Nash's 2 Gwen closing in from the side there, so Broken Blade's going to look for something with Caps as well. Nuclear gets caught out a little bit over the side. He's trying to be cheeky with those portal jumps, and now Broken Blade trying to see if he can catch on to Aggressivo. Caps gets knocked out, so now it's a 5v4 in favor of BDS, but already health bar.
This is happening.
Yeah, this is very risky from BDS, though. G2 not quite fully aware that this is happening, but BDS don't know that for sure. Now a ward goes down, as eventually the Dragon will be secured. That is sold. G2 just kind of backing themselves away. They have got a 2-item spike now onto Broken Blade. Big one for Caps as well with the Rylas Crystal Scepter and the Imperial Mandate, and Broken Blade slowly but surely
up. The vision will be spotted by Caps. They know this is going on. Will BDS just flip the Baron?
They're just kind of committing right now. There's going to be a TP into the pit. Limit trying to see if he can play keep away as Jankos gets knocked back. That's the dummy though. That's not even Jankos. You got baited just as much as they did, and there's going to be the Kennen going down. Now Limit trying to go for it. You've no Poppy, and BDS, your early game was fantastic, but G2 are just running you down around the Baron pit. You can't item Aphelios if he wants to come over here, but it's so risky to go over. He thought about it and then went straight back to pushing in that mid lane. So that's going to be Baron now for G.
Separating.
Yeah, we'll see now. Aggressivo, seeing if he gets caught out here. They never move, not quite able to land, and more pressure coming in this top side. And honestly, this is the great thing when you're on Soul Point. G2, they don't have to go for the Dragon in a minute's time. It would be great, but they have the option of choice. They can decide to go for top side, push in these waves. They haven't really gotten everything. You see Aggressivo, he wants a TP, and that's exactly what they're going to go for, but it's been spotted out. They know it's coming in because they have got a ward. Now he knows he's been spotted. Aggressivo flashes in. Jankos trying to take out Targamas. They get the double man knockup, but it's a Lulu. So difficult to actually burn that health bar down with the fight on 2 fronts. 3v2 and a 3v2, but look at the Aphelios. Limit goes down, and there's Xmadi. Gets a double kill with this Broken Blade scissors. It's just too damn big. BDS tried everything. They threw everything in the kitchen sink, but G2, they have gotten themselves to the late game.
G2 commandingly win the team fight, and they will secure themselves the Dragon Soul. It was such a good early game for BDS, but they faltered in the mid game. They lost the Baron, and G2's team comp came online. They're looking to take down as many members as possible.
Nice there, bubble there onto Flacket, who does soak it up there with the spell shield, but now it's becoming more difficult and difficult. BDS are being pulled, stretched around the map. They need to make a decision. They try to go on to Broken Blade, but it's a level 17 Gwen who is immune, and Caps tries to make that one work. Now Xmadi without a Tam Kens to save him, and Caps feeling confident. Caps goes in with the Wild Growth. They get the knockup. Aggressivo is there. The Moonlight Vigil is pretty decent, but no one goes down for the side of G2. I lied. Caps is finally taken out, and it's a trade-off of a 1-for-1. Look at Targamas. They're only joining in now. This is the final ditch effort.
Here it comes. Xmadi melts through this Baron. Jankos should have information that it has been started.
Here we go. They're going to have the pink ward in the back of the pit. It's going to be 50-50. It's going to be a committal. And it's stolen! G2 Jankos will get himself the Baron. And Xmadi will just turn back onto these teammates, but he cannot do anything else. G2, they just absolutely decimate BDS BDS, you have to go for something.
BDS just cannot find a Baron.
Kryptonite put it into the back of their minds. You only beat G2 Esports once, BDS, and they should be able to get themselves up to 7-5. And all of a sudden, our playoff race is hotting up.
G2, typical in G2 fashion, they're looking for more kills, they're looking for more fights. The ultimate will come out from Syncroft. Oh, Caps could be in some danger.
Delivered. Delivered to the Fountain Laser. I'd like to see that, but G2, they've got Flacken on the Nexus. This is going to be the win, and this is going to be them very much securing themselves.
Having a safe bot definitely helps to always put resource to Jace, right? Jace likes resource, obviously. But I think in this case, Sivir Zillion is not the...
They have no idea that this is going on. Wonder, though, he senses something. He's got a spidey sense, but it's not that good. He gets knocked up, gets himself killed off, and that is a first blood to Mad Lions.
Yes, it's say that Armored isn't grossly ahead just yet. That's just going to help accelerate him. But this fight could.
Oh, this fight definitely could. We will see them fully engage here on the Hylissang, who doesn't have his ultimate, so he's not got no chrono shift. There's the needlework trying to go right through the hearts of everyone on Fnatic as Mad Lions pick themselves up their second kill, maybe looking for a third. Ilya is fully committed. There's a Super Mega Death Rocket, not really going to do anything here. It's upset there. This is an extended fight right now as Kaiser's caught between a rock and a hard place, and he goes down 2 for 1 in the straight so far. But look at Fnatic trying to see if they can coerce them, move them around. These are low health bars onto the Gwen. If you lose the Gwen, this is all of a sudden a 3v2. It's a 3v1. Triple kill coming in for Humanoid. And Fnatic, it looks so bad when they turned it right back round.
Has made the rotation all the way from bot over to mid, and now joins the fight and actually cuts off the escape route of the Mad Lions. Well, I think there's something that Dominate was also tweeting about not that long ago. So shout out to him. Oh. Now we see the posturing around the dragon. Kaiser takes a bit of damage.
There's a full engage coming in. They're going to have the Sivir ult come in as well. Adoya does flash away. Humanoid looking to try and get over the wall. The charm does not land, and he gets fully engaged upon. Flick backed as well, and he's got nowhere else to go. He does get himself into the resurrection, but a 3-man knockup means a 2 kills going over to Unforgiven. He's going to be able to pick up a third. A triple to the Jinx as Niski finishes off the Ahri. That was themselves around this Drake.
No TPs available for either top laners, so who's going to move first? It looks like that. Ooh, Fnatic are going to pull the trigger.
Flash in to get the slow, to get the double bomb down. We can see them getting the resurrection as well. You've got no summoners here onto the Jinx, but they already taken them out. That's going to be a huge turnaround here as Niski's a little bit late to the party, and that's 2 kills back to Fnatic. They may look for some more as they keep pushing forward with the Sivir ultimate, but they got the 2 picks they wanted.
Really good play from Fnatic. They knew that Unforgiven had no... They're not down and out just yet.
Not down and out just yet. They will stop the dragon stacking nice and early, so that's going to be 1 apiece.
He doesn't have a lane to go to. Unforgiven was actually given the resources in mid lane. So what does he do? He just goes and clears jungle camps. And I think, again, it's a really great representation of what Niski does for his team. He's very willing to sacrifice in order to give other carries on the team those resources. And like, you know what? You can have the next 2 midways. I'll take Wolves. I'll take Gromp. It's totally fine. And now he's grouping up with his team. He didn't want to lose too much distance. Now they're looking for an opportunity. Kaiser over the wall. The fog of war belongs to Mad Lions.
It does indeed, as Humanoid gets caught out. The chains do not land, though, as they try to look and try and burn him down. But already you can see the power of the Zillion with that ultimate kind of coming in clutch, and they can turn it back onto them. Mad Lions, who may have gone a little bit too far forward, and Fnatic...
He manages to dash away from both the traps and the knockback to create enough space where he can then flash away and then create some distance. Beautifully played by Humanoid.
Really well played. Hylissang, though, he's in a lot of trouble. You just used your ultimate, Hilly, and you are being taken out. And this is a bit of a problem now for Wonder. He's got himself TP'd upon on the top side. Actually, he wasn't even TP'd upon. That was just Armor just being behind him. And they're going to be able to knock him down as well. 2 quick picks as Mad Lions not willing to let the momentum go.
This has got to feel a little bit more LPL for you, am I right? Yeah. Action across the board. 9-6 is the kills. And Mad Lions will look to secure themselves another tower. Very quickly, the momentum switching back in their favor.
Here we go, crowd. Here we go. Thank you. Immunity up, but now that's down, so you can see now Upset taking this as an opportunity, and this is tit for tat, push for pull. This is both teams really upset, and I will say, though, you've got to say that Razork having that Black Cleaver should be significant in the later team fights. With only a Dragon apiece, we should start to see both these teams really push in towards those Dragon Souls. And Baron spawning in 5 seconds, this is where the team fights come into big questions right now. And honestly, Wonder's going to have to try and make something work on this side, because I think he's not going to be doing that well unless he has support. The Posh kids right now are currently Mad Lions. They try to take away this dragon away.
Oh,
Fnatic
good
and even
wall.
isolate them from it with the Weaver's Wall.
Nice.
It's Mad Lions now calling a little bit of a moment here and saying, look, Fnatic, you're not set up for this. We're going to TP in and try to take this Baron.
Look at his wall here.
Oh, it's a good wall. It does separate Razork from the rest of the pack. It's only going to be up for a few more seconds. Humanoids have the Spirit Rush just to get here on time, but Mad Lions, they don't want to go for this Baron just yet. Armut needs to try and run away as he goes golden to keep himself alive. Needs to move away from these bombs. Razork has died, and Armut stays alive. Mad Lions, it didn't get towards this could be third dragon for Mad Lions. It is only a Cloud Soul, so it won't give you the most immediate of impacts. As we can see now, Kaiser goes very far forward, isn't they? Fuck! Oh! Humanoid landed the charm off the prediction of Unforgiven, which means he's completely isolated. And now Razor cleans up the kill onto the side of Kaiser, but he's traded back. Unfortunately for Fnatic, when you lose...
I think you rightly spotted it. It was that Everfrost that actually stopped it because it looked like he found a fantastic
game catalyst of just everyone having ultimate items, and it's going to come down to who can make what stick.
Oh my god, Lewis for highlighting that one. Fnatic do have information here. It hasn't been cleared out by Mad.
Okay, they know Niski is there trying to put down the Weaver's Wall. Razork's got himself over the side though, so he's now in position. They have a TP coming in from Wonder. They're going to try and make this one work, but Mad get themselves the Baron. That's going to be them now trying to get out of this fight as Armut's caught a little bit behind bars. Trying to see if he can walk away from this one here. He should be able to skip and snip his way to safety. So Mad
now looking for an opportunity here on the bot side jungle.
I mean, they might find it upsets there, but there's got to be a 2v3 right now. Whoa!
Oh, that's a commitment.
That is a big commitment coming in. Aloya is tanky, but is he going to be tanky enough? Goes golden as we can see a TP coming in. The damage is great from Armut, but he's not quite in a position to make it work. Mad Lions, they're going to keep pushing forward. Humanoid not quite able to flash charm. Will get stunned up though as he gets a spear rush out, and Armut's just a monster. Armut is the man, the boogeyman that you do not want to deal with, the monster under your bed. You only imagine is going to be the final fight of this game. 8 seconds till Dragon, neither team on Soul, not really a big deal. As upset. Weaver's Wall is going to be down, and TP as well, and they're going to try and jump all the way on the Hillsang. Upset's kind of been left alone as he flashes back. They flash in on top of him. He gets resurrected, but it's only going to be back to the side of his death. He gets to see himself die twice as all 3 carries get killed. Mad find an opportunity, and they completely punish Fnatic.
And just like that, Fnatic get wiped off the map. Mad Lions are looking to cement themselves as the best team in the league right now as they have the Nexus in their eyes.
They got the Nexus turrets after this inhibitor.
Possible. The charm comes through from Humanoid.
Here we go. Here we go. They're going to try and jump on the Kaiser, get a double bomb, actually a triple bomb, but Razork's already dead. Armut jumping in now as well, and it looks like Mad Lions. This Gwen is too big, and Mad Lions up to 9-3.